Hey everybody, how's it going out there? So, for today's video, I have these 5 different fire starter kits. We got a couple different kinds of matches. These are supposed to be waterproof matches, some sort of a refillable lighter thing, and then 2 fire strikers. So let's go into, let's see what we have. So anyway, we got these little matches, supposed to be waterproof. Nifty. So it's got a little striker on the side, cardboard box, nothing unusual. They look pretty much like any other match, except for this part. It looks a little bit different because that's the part that's supposed to be waterproof, and we're going to see how waterproof that is. Obviously, this isn't going to be waterproof. So, and then there's 2 more in there, and I'm gonna bother with that for now. And this is another little sort of match kit. Another kind of waterproof match. Really cool looking package here. There's a striker on the side. It's got my bullet point here. Let's see what we can get this. Yes. Nifty. I like that. There it goes. Check that out. That's pretty cool. You could take that striker out. It's got a rubber seal. Oh, look at that. I didn't expect this. This little cotton up here. There's some fire starting material. Oh, it comes with spare strikers. And then it's supposed to be waterproof. The actual container itself is supposed to be waterproof. So we're going to check the matches and the container, see how waterproof it really is. Some assembly required. The idea is you got a little striker here. You got the cylinder, it goes inside. Got a couple of cotton things. So it's got this little hook thing. Hook it on your belt or backpack or whatever. Oh, okay, so these are spare flints. So I opened it up, I got all this stuff out. Now I need to put it back in. So the flint goes in there like that. Boop. You got this tiny little copper thing. You insert it into the spring on the end. So it looks like that. And that's so when you get to the bottom of your flint, you're not messing up your spring until that happens. And then of course this end, this pointy end goes in. Then it has an arrow on the side. That's hard to see. You can see which direction to turn it. So that's nifty. Got some fire striker starter material. The idea is you fluff this up, break it apart, get a little bit of a fire started. Little thing with a flint, and then the whole thing goes in there. And that's supposed to be fireproof it's supposed to be waterproof as well. So anyway, this one's a little bit different as well. Yeah, this is pretty simple. It's just a striker, then your flint, and I think this is some magnesium or something. Yeah, so the idea is to scrape off some of this material, use this striker, so you got the smooth end, and you got a rough end, whatever side you want to use, and just use the striker. This fire striker, this looks pretty awesome. So the idea is you have your little metal striker. You got your flint right here. It's spring loaded, and then when you push right here where it says push, hit a couple fingers there, and it creates resistance. You get a little friction, and you should be able to get. You just push it down onto the rock or whatever it is you want to use to start a fire. So anyway, we've got this waterproof matches. We'll throw them in there, see what happens. Uh-oh, it's done for. Wow, look at that. They're actually kind of dry still in there. Let's put the whole thing in. Whoop, there they go. Oh, isn't that nifty? Let's see if we can get this one started right out of the water and see what happens. Nope, did not. Oh, it almost struck. Let's see if I can get this. Obviously you're gonna have to take it out, dry it off. Nope, that's not gonna work. So if you drop the whole package inside, it's not going to strike. We'll keep this dry. Whoa, look at that, right away. Put it in some water. That is so cool that they actually shake it off a little. Almost. Nifty. There it goes. You gotta be very careful not to break it. So that's nifty. Now I have these ones right here. This thing. So you drop that in there. You might be able to find that anytime. This thing. I've seen these. That's a fail. There it goes. Whew. And look at that. Isn't that so cool? It's still burning inside the water. I've seen this on camera before, but I've never seen that in real life. See if this whole container is going to be waterproof. It looks like it is. There's no air bubbles coming out, so that's pretty cool. That's nifty. Then of course, since this thing is wet, you want to dry it off. No, it's not going to work because it's still wet. That's something to keep mindful of. Whoa, see? And it burns. Put it in the water, burns, comes out. That is so cool. I could do this all day. Also, I've noticed, since these things tend to break pretty easily, if you hold it near the striker, it's less likely to break, and then you move your fingers back real quick. So as soon as it strikes, move your fingers back, and that should make it less likely to break. I'll show you. Strikes very easily. Put it in the water. Bloop, 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 bloop. That is awesome. I love that. Catch this back on fire again. Put it back in the water. And there it goes. As long as you still have some of that material left, and it's gone. Fire starter thing. The idea is you take some of this. I guess you can cut it up with a tiny knife. So anyway, the idea is you take some of your fire starter material, break it apart, maybe get a little knife. You should have one sitting around. Cut it apart like that, fluff it up. That looks pretty good. Hopefully we get this thing straight. I showed you before the arrow is pointing that way. So you want to... Almost got it first try. That's pretty cool. Maybe fluff this up some more. Let's get the wind blowing some more too. That would be awesome. There. Alright, that's cool. Check that out. Once you get a good spark, it burns pretty easily. Wow, that burns quite a while, to be honest. I could have gotten by with even less than half. To see how waterproof this is, if you drop it in for a little bit, open it up, maybe dry it off first, then open it up and see everything in there appears to be still dry. So you could drop it in and take it out right away. Wow, that goes on forever. Holy moly. Got this little bouncy thing, as you were able to, I showed you before, spring loaded. You put your finger right here, and it gives resistance. You can see the striker and the flint right here. Let's do it without the There we are. Ow. My hand. I almost died. You see that? That would have been enough spark if I did that right. There we are. So I put the little prongs underneath the material. One really good spark and it worked. First one we're going to do is scrape off the coating from the flint. Oh yeah, you can see a lot of that material coming off very easily. There it goes. Maybe? Maybe not. There it is. So you can see this thing works very well. It gets plenty of sparks. Pretty much for this video. Don't forget to thumbs up and I will see you on my next one. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spring into action. Hope the gas tanks on these lawnmowers don't blow up. That'd be funny though.
The glory that is Dynor.